Hey everybody, welcome to Tuesday, May the 19th. My name's Tom and this is 7 Minutes in the Morning. This week we are talking about how to find and keep the best employees. Today, how to get the most out of your team. More on that right after this. Stay tuned.
This is 7 Minutes Morning. 5 days a week, you tips and hacks dedicated to help business owners and leaders just like you find and break through the one thing preventing success. And now, here's the host of 7 Minutes in the Morning and your result coach, Thom Rigsby.
Hey everybody, good morning. Welcome back to the show. This is 7 about how to start, grow, and enjoy the benefits of business ownership. My name's Tom. I'm your host, and I work with business owners and leaders to help them do just those things. Build the business they need so they can have the life and lifestyle they want. When you get here, whether this is your first time, 100th time, live or on the replay, do as Catherine has done already. Leave a comment, say hi, hello, good morning, whatever sounds good to you. And if, and only if, you get value from our time together today, I would appreciate heart, stars, thumbs up, likes, and shares to help other people find this show as well. Okay, so going to be brief and to the point today. How do you get the most out of your team? If you have employees on your team, how do you get the most out of them? One of the things that we have learned, hopefully, through this coronavirus thing is that we need to be managing toward outcomes, not actions. We need to manage outcomes, not actions. Yeah, that's not stuck in a loop. I just said it twice because we get this idea as managers, directors, leaders, that we have to manage the actions of the people that work for us. What time did you get here? What time are you leaving? How long were you gone for lunch? Right? Did you get that email out today? How many emails did you get out today? How many people did you call today? All of those things are actions and managing actions. But many, many times when I press business leaders on why are you managing that action specifically, they don't have an answer. Or my favorite one, well, if I let them come in at 8:15, then everybody's going to want to come in at 8:15. Well, guess what? If everybody works from home, it doesn't matter. Right? Look, here's the meat and potatoes of this whole thing. When you manage activity, when you try to manage the actions of people, you are losing sight and losing focus of the outcome that you hired them to create. Now, here's the harsh reality that we don't like to talk about. But we can probably get 80% of that result with only 20% of that employee's time. So what are you paying them the other 80% for? Because you have to. That's the way the system works, right? But if you engage with me to sell your product, and you say, I need you to add $50,000 worth of orders every month, and I'm doing that, who cares what time I come and what time I go? Doesn't matter. I'm producing the result that you hired me to produce. Now, if I do that consistently for 3 or 4 months, you might need to consider going up on that number because I'm obviously not challenged by reaching that number, right? But here's the problem, and I'm this is really frustrating to me. We don't do that. Leaders, business owners, leaders, managers don't manage outcomes because it's hard. Oh, it's easy to see what time Bob gets here and see what time Susie leaves and how long Johnny took for lunch. That's easy. But being able to articulate an outcome that you want them to create in 30 days or, heaven forbid, 6 months or a year later, well, we'll just have to wait and see whether that's good enough. That's the way it works, right? We don't, I mean, think about if you're a manager or business leader and you've given employees a review, or if you are an employee and you've received a review at any time in your career, I want you to think back. Did you ever get one that said you need to add 12 new clients a month? Maybe, but probably not. It was probably something more like increase customer engagement in accordance with the company mission. The heck does that mean? That doesn't mean anything, right? Those things are frustrating, but we don't do them because they're hard. So here's what I'm going to challenge you with. Do the hard work. I was having a conversation yesterday, and we were talking about engaging in a project. And I'm like, okay, what's the measure that's going to tell us whether this is effective or not? Not really sure. Okay, well, we need to figure that out, because until we figure that out, the project doesn't matter. Oh, we need to start the project. No, you don't. Because you have no reason, you don't know why you're doing it. Right? Whether it's that, any other project, next project you're working on, current project, current to-do list that you have right now, why are you doing this? What is the outcome that it's going to create? If you can't look at your to-do list and say, doing this creates this result, stop doing it. It's not really any more, I don't need to say any more. It's not really any more complicated than that. So how do you get the best out of your team? You set the outcome that you want them to create, and then facilitate an environment where that can happen. You have to be the umbrella. And I've walked around like this around my employees before. Just stick your arms. You have to be the umbrella that keeps all the stuff from raining on their parade so they can go out and do the work. That's your job. That's how you get the best out of your employees, is say, this is what I want you to do. Now, you might have to transition into this. Here's the outcome I want you to create, Bill. Come back to me tomorrow and let's talk about how you plan to do that. All right? So you set the outcome, you set the intention and the result, okay? Then you check back in with them to make sure that they have a reasonable plan. And look, remember, just because it's not the way you would do it doesn't make it wrong. Okay? Check to make sure they've got a reasonable plan, and then let them go. If you think the plan's not going to work, set some regular check-ins. Okay, let's check in next Tuesday and see how this is working out. Right? Give them ownership in how the result is created. And you'll be amazed at how diligently they work to create it. I mean, I've explained this before. If I give you the checklist, here are your 37 steps to win a new client. Go forth and do good. If any one of those don't work, the employee doesn't care. Not their plan. It's Tom's plan. His plan's stupid. This wasn't ever going to work anyway. But if I say, Bill, you tell me how you're going to get a new client. Well, now Bill's on the hook. And when Bill comes up with a plan, Bill's going to be interested in making sure that plan works. Give them the opportunity to succeed. That's how you get the best out of them. All right, let me look at comments because there's a bunch of them rolling in here. Managing toward outcomes, not toward actions. Yes, 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 yes. Manage outcomes, not actions. Yes, very much like parenting. I equate owning a business with employees to parenting all the time. Not necessarily saying that the employees are like my kids, but sometimes. But more so from the fact that there should always be a bias toward growth. And that our job as the leader is to facilitate that growth. Yes, we can give input on how we think it should work and things that we think might help them grow, but it's really up to them to grow. Our job is just to create an environment where it's safe for them to do so. Yep. Be bold enough to believe they can do what you ask them to do. And be willing to accept responsibility for it. That's going to be a change. So one of the things that I've been talking to my clients and contacts about is there's going to be a big push coming back from coronavirus. Coming back from coronavirus, there will be a big push to do this work from home thing. This has to go hand in hand with that. Okay, you can work from home. We're going to begin managing by results. So when your results fall below this line, I would say first step is you have to start coming in the office again, right? If you come in the office and the results are still below, that doesn't mean you start managing actions. That just means you get them closer to you so you can help them, right? If you still can't get if the employee still can't get the results up above the line, cut them loose. But now you've got a clear, hey, this was the job. You failed to meet the requirements of the job. Sorry. Now it's not this nebulous, oh, we got to look for a reason to get rid of Bob. No. I need you to add 12 new clients. You added 4. That's not okay. Thanks for your time. Here's your check. All right, that's it. Look, today, this is before you do anything else today, I want you to pull out your to-do list. There should only be 5 things on it, right? If there's more than 5 things, I want you to go to thomrigsby.com/the letter P, the number 4, the letter F, P4F. thomrigsby.com/P4F and write your 5-item to-do list. Now, pull that to-do list out, look at it, and if you can't immediately say, if I was standing there with you, could you say, outcome, 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 outcome? If you can't, take it off the list. Or decide what the outcome is and how you're going to measure whether it's successful or not. Okay, that's it. That's it for today. I'll step down off the soapbox. You guys have a great Tuesday. I'll be back here again tomorrow with another installment of 7 Minutes in the Morning. Till then, have a terrific Tuesday. Talk to you in the morning.